Hey guys, so it is currently like 2 o'clock and it's actually fall, which is kind of nice. The weather's sort of nice, it's not all windy. I'm doing this video to show you guys that basically how I travel because it is windy a little bit and the sun's out and I have a little bit of light perception so I can see the sun and it really bothers my eyes. So I want to show how that kind of impacts my travel. Plus, if we're lucky, there are some sound shadows, so we'll get to hear giant lawnmowers they're actually doing, and how that affects my travel, because they did it on the part that I had to really pay attention to the sounds. I was crossing a street, actually, and they had a lawnmower going, so that was interesting. So right here, it's pretty chill. It did rain yesterday, that made it difficult with puddles. But the other day, it was really windy, and I was walking, and I got about halfway to the building, and I said, forget this, because the wind was just super strong, and it was too powerful for me to actually walk, because it kept blowing my cane everywhere, kind of like that one day when I was videoing, except it was a lot worse. It was raining outside, I couldn't hear anything. So if you're blind and you're watching this, don't be stupid and travel in the wind and rain, because you're not going to get very far. And you might also get killed by a car, so don't do that. So right now we're in the trees. It's not too bad with the sun, but once I turn, it will get my eyes, and that does cause me to veer it sometimes, just because everything I see is like super bright, brighter than what it should be, and it's everything flashes. So right now I'm standing in the middle of the sun, and it's just really bright right now. So right now the sun is so bright it makes it look like it's flashing, so I can't, it's really hard to concentrate when I'm walking, because it's literally like a fire is just in my eyes right now. Alright, so I veered way to the left. I'm trying to compensate some because the wind is blowing on my right side, pushing me to the right. Oh, thank you. So that one was a little bit easier. There was a car there, someone told me I could go. So I used that sound a lot, and now the wind is blowing on my left side, so it's pushing me to the right, which is good because on the way here I was veering into the street. So now I'm veering too much to the left because of the wind. Or no, I'm sorry, I'm veering to the right, not the left. The wind is blowing on my left, pushing me to the right. There we go. And this could be dangerous if it was super strong because it does blow your cane. So right here, for example, the wind is getting a little bit stronger. Still manageable. So right now I'm just following the edge, and it does make it difficult if there's leaves because I can't always find the curb. So right now I'm good because of sound, but when it's raining, it makes it difficult. It kind of disguises it, and whenever the leaves blow, it literally makes it almost impossible. I literally got lost one time. I couldn't find the sidewalk because the leaves were covering it so bad. But now we're good because the wind is not as strong as it was.
You get to enjoy happy.
Okay, so I don't hear the lawnmowers, which is good, but also bad because I can't show you guys the main point of this video. But there are some golf carts and stuff. So once again, that was all by the field. There was puddles over there yesterday, and I had a hard time walking, so I had help. And the snow, this route will be almost impossible because the snow will cover up the truncated domes that I follow. So if there's snow or ice, I'm gonna have to do a video on that actually. It's fun, people traveling in snow, but I haven't done it a lot, and it's probably dangerous, so I'm probably gonna wait till I get a sighted person to help me. I might have them film, so the film actually might be decent that you guys can actually watch it. Yeah, so there's literally nothing, but earlier I was walking and there was all this noise and I think they were like blowing leaves or something, and it was all along the side of the street that I walk on, so I couldn't hear if I was going straight, couldn't hear if there was any cars. It was really dangerous, and so luckily someone came by and told me I could cross, and I was good. I'm by the building on my right. I can actually hear it by the echo of my cane bouncing off. And right now the sun is actually almost in my face. It's still causing more flashing, and it's really bright.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You need help?
Oh, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. So unfortunately there's no crowds here, but if there were crowds, I would do a video on blind people navigating crowds. You just kind of go for it. It's really nothing hard about it. People just tend to freak out too much. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to find a place to sit down. My class got canceled. Oh, well, okay. I'll say this one. So these leaves right here make it difficult too, because they're kind of blocking the wall that I follow. But luckily I go around this table, so it doesn't matter. But, yeah, these leaves make it difficult. So, if you were using a cane, you would just sort of, if you had to find a curb, let's say, you would just kind of dig in there and just break or something. So I'm gonna study for like the next 2 hours, and I'm gonna stop recording now. Yeah, so unfortunately this video was not what I expected, but I've been trying for like 4 days to make a video, so here we go. I'll probably do one in maybe like 2 hours about food and how I make food. So that would be good, but these chairs actually do not move, so it's kind of complicated. But so here I am at this table, and I'm gonna study. Got some stuff I gotta work on, and right now the wind is kind of picking up, but I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it on the video. It's blowing the leaves, which makes it difficult to hear because it sounds like people are walking and they're not. Obviously not right now, but you know, if there's a person walking next to you, it does kind of sound like it sometimes. The leaves make it sound like a person. So, alright, I'm gonna stop recording. Thank you all for watching, and please feel free to comment. Hey guys, so I'm coming back from one of my classes, and it is like 5:45 right now, and it's pretty sure it's dark outside. One of my apps told me it was dark at like an hour ago, so it's dark, and of course this doesn't really bother me, but the lights, I don't know if there's lights around here, but the flashing just really gets me. So and sometimes the drivers are interesting, so I just want to film this part to show you guys what it's like to travel in the darkness. Which is actually more relaxing for my eyes because the sun's not out, but the brightness of the lights just really bothers me. They're actually swollen right now, my eyes are, because of the lights. So I just left my speech class. I'm coming from a different building, so that's why the fountain sounds a little different. Hi. How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. pretty much traveling is the same for me in the dark or light, but it just, I had to pay more attention to the drivers and people in general because they don't always pay attention. So these people are doing pretty good because obviously I'm not crossing, but and I can see enough that I can actually see some of the lights on the buildings, and that does affect me. That's why I have sunglasses at night, because the lights cause constant flashing in my eyes. It's like a fireworks, except I don't see any colors. So right now, passing a building on the right, and I don't think there's any lights on there, but just the cars in general on the left just cause lights to their headlights and stuff. The flashing causes headaches and all kinds of problems. Alright, it's not silent, so I'm just gonna go. And there's a little crack in the sidewalk I can feel with my cane and this grass. Some of them will not stop for me. I have that happen a couple times. And people actually do better when they're being videoed because they kind of freak out. So, I don't know if they know, but it helps. So that's my video. So I thought I dared a little bit on that one. I did, but I didn't go to the right. There's actually no wind, so it makes it very convenient. Because now I can actually go straight. And the cars don't draw my attention as much because with the wind blowing, it was really hard to concentrate on walking straight. I'm sorry, my low battery. Yeah, so it's really hard to walk straight, but this is a 10-minute video. Wow, okay. Yeah, so normally it doesn't take me that long to walk through here, but with it being dark, I have to pay more attention. I mean, me, obviously I'm good. I can't see the light anyway, or how to travel, but, you know, as a blind person, you have to pay attention to other people, how they're gonna react to the darkness, which, with this part, there's a lot of lights. I don't think there's a lot of lights over here, but in general, people, you know, if there's lights, they're fine, but even then, some of them just don't see the cane, and so they don't get out of the way, which is perfectly fine. I know how to navigate with them in the way, but it's just the point that they can't see you as well. And another thing, my cane is not great. It's been through a lot this past like 4 months I've been here, so there's like no yeah, it's red. Yeah, there's no red tape on it. I was gonna say white, but I think it's red. Reflection on the bottom because of the curb, like I'm doing now. I'm tapping the curb and running it against the curb to make sure I can go along the sidewalk, and that really causes a lot of problems with shipping it, and then it just sort of rubs off after a long period of time. And this is a fairly new cane, so I mean that shows that I'm doing things, being independent, because it shouldn't be like this. It's only been like, gosh, not even 6 months since I've had this cane. I got it at the end of June, and it's November, sorry, it's November. And plus doing this, finding the curves with it like that doesn't help either. Right. So whenever I was walking the other day, there were so many leaves I couldn't find the sidewalk. That's another thing too, you have to be very vigilant when you're walking, because leaves, snow, rain, all that can really affect travel. And some people don't think about it a lot. They're like, oh well, you know, I can see, I'm good. And I'm like, well, if you can't see, you really have to pay attention to everything. So if you make one little wrong turn because of a leaf, that can throw you off. So here I am back to the dorm. It's let's see, it's probably like 5:50, I want to say.
5:59 p.m.
Ooh, okay, almost 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna get inside and chill. Probably post this in about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, I just want to make this video to show you guys how I travel in the dark, which is, sorry, it's probably really boring. But I'm kind of standing out here because the lights inside are starting to give me a headache a little bit, so I'm standing out here. Yeah, so that's my video, and thank you all for watching, and please feel free to comment, tell me what you want to see. I will be happy to do that if I can do it, that is. I'm going to a ship over the weekend. It's like a veteran ship thing here in Evansville. So I'm gonna try to record some video on the ship, how I navigate, how I do community service events, but I don't know if I'll be able to because of the whole, like, the legal restrictions and all that. But if I can, I will record me on the ship. So thank you for watching, and have a good night.